Welcome back to Second Take, all of you lovely viewers. I'm Tegan Summers. This is Peyton Laughlin. Then we got Isaiah Wallace and Garrett Williams. How are we doing today, y'all?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. The school bell just rang, but that doesn't mean our brains are going to stop thinking. But we're thinking about sports, not school. Let's dive into it.
Oh, yeah. It's time. Our first topic is going to be the UNLV quarterback. What are your thoughts on it, G-Will?
I think it's kind of stupid why he transferred there in the first place, because he could have transferred somewhere else and got way more money. UNLV is not a big powerhouse in the college football industry, so I figured if he went to, UCLA or something like that, he would have got way more money.
Yeah, but would UCLA really want him?
I mean, I don't know if he would, but they would pay him more money than UNLV.
To be the backup?
Maybe.
Okay, but you got to think here. This is like his job. So if he's not getting paid, he's not making any money. You know, he goes to football 8-10 hours a day, and he only went to UNLV for the money. That's what it looks like at least. And he didn't get paid, so obviously he wouldn't want to play if he's not going to get paid. You know, like, would you want to work at Hy-Vee for free? No, you wouldn't.
No, I'm not working for free. That's why there are labor laws, and that's why I'm siding with Matthew Sluka. What about you, Isaiah?
Well, I think it's kind of a bad thing because, honestly, I don't think he should be playing football at all, because I think if it's the sport you love, you're willing to play it for free. That's what all these players were doing before. They were all playing the sport they love for free. Like, I would go play tennis anywhere just to have fun because it's the sport I love. And I think it should be less about the money, because yes, the money's nice, but they were playing just because they love the sport. A bunch of players were going to these D3 schools just because it's the sport they love, and they were doing it before they ever got paid, before they ever had a scholarship, and now he's getting paid just to play the game that he should love. He should enjoy this.
Yeah, but the thing is now that they have to put more time into the sport now, so they don't have any time they have way less time for a job. They won't get hardly any money for working there because, they won't be there a lot, and they'll be at football the whole time. And if they're there at football, then how are they going to make money?
Well, this isn't all about Matthew Sluka. You got to think of the backup quarterback being tossed in to UNLV, a team that's 3-0 with a win over Kansas. And who is he? He's Taj Malik Williams. He's been tossed into a great situation here at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. What do you think he's going to do with it, Garrett?
I think he's going to do just fine. He's got some weapons around him, and, I think he's just going to be fine.
Well, I don't really care. All right, I don't really care how he does, but I just hope that the starter doesn't decide to come back and be I want my spot back. I think if the backup is doing okay, they should let him play, let him develop, because he's not giving up on his school like this other quarterback is.
Well, speaking of quarterbacks, you know another quarterback who we can talk about? Joseph Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. What is happening to them?
He's garbage.
They are sitting at 0-3. They lost to the Patriots 16-14. Then they lost to the Chiefs 26-25. And now they lost to the Commanders on the primetime stage, Monday Night Football, 38-33 to rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels. Joe Burrow and the Bengals are a travesty. What do you think about him, Peyton?
I think Drake May is the GOAT because, the Bengals suck, and Joe Burrow is kind of overrated. I'm not going to lie.
Well, Burrow, he's never going to be the same. You saw that arm surgery that he had last season after he tore that ligament? Well, you only ever regain 75% of the motion in your arm after that surgery. Joe Burrow will never be the same. He'll never be the Burrow that we saw lead the Bengals to the Super Bowl against the Rams. The Bengals, they're going to be stuck paying that huge contract to Joey, and he might never be the same player. What do you think, Isaiah?
I think that we might be overplaying this a little bit, because let's not forget, this is the third year in a row that the Bengals have started 0-2. So I think that they always get it back together. That's just how they are, and I think that's probably a coaching error or something. However, I really do think that the Bengals are going to turn it around, because we do know they have the talent. They have Jamar Chase, who is a stud. They have T. Higgins, who is another stud. He would be the
out. T. Higgins is out. He's not even playing.
He's going to be back week 4.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. They're still going to be garbage week 4.
How?
Because Joe Burrow is not as good as he once was.
They play the Panthers this next week. If they lose to the Panthers,
Andy Dalton is him, bro.
Hey, I got something to say.
That'll be a fun revenge.
I got one
Andy
thing
Dalton
to
is
say.
him.
What do you have, G-Will?
Jamar Chase should stop running his mouth, okay? He said that the Bengals are the best team in the AFC. Well, 0-3 is not the best team in the AFC. The Chiefs are clearly the best team in the AFC. Maybe you could say the Bills, but I'm going with the Chiefs here.
You just got to get the refs to glaze you.
All right, well, that is another good take. But let's move on to our next segment of the day. What is that, Isaiah?
Oh, that is the Kansas City Royals bringing home a win. You know how it is, bringing home a tough win. It's kind of a bittersweet win, though, because it's not like we looked good winning that game. We won in extra innings because we scored one time. And how is one run really going to help? One run against the Yankees is not going to be enough when you have players like Aaron Judge lined up against you. So the Royals are just trying to bear crawl to the playoffs right now and just fall and hope something clicks in the playoffs. But right now it's not looking good. What did you take from it, G. Will?
I think that the pitching has been dominant. You know, look, they've been in all of these games. The pitching has been great, but the offense just cannot score. They put the ball in play, but when it matters most, they cannot put the ball in play. As long as they keep up the pitching, somebody, Hunter Renfroe, MJ Melendez, needs to step up if this team has any chance of making a deep playoff run like we all expect.
Yeah, it's not all sunshines and rainbows for these Royals here. The Royals have really struggled offensively recently, and last night their run in the 10th was the second base runner. He started on second, and he didn't even get batted in. The reason he scored? A throwing error by the Nationals. The Royals won that game 1-0 thanks to a great pitching staff, but the offense was still terrible. Make no mistake, this Royals team is not going to win a playoff game. All right, let's transition into our final segment. What is it, Peyton?
Kareem Hunt joining back on the Chiefs. One of my favorite running backs of, honestly, whenever we won that Super Bowl. I think if he would have been in there, I think we would have absolutely killed the Buccaneers that one Super Bowl that we lost.
The year that we lost 31-9?
Yeah, it was not even close. But we 100% would have won if he was still in KC.
Sure we would have. Now remember, we are in Kansas City as filming this. Many of the people on this set are very biased, so take their takes with a grain of salt.
You're
Isaiah,
a
what do you
Cowboys
think?
fan. It's okay.
I'm not really one of the biased ones as much, but I'm so happy we got Kareem, and I'm super excited that we got him back. And I really hope that we can see him regain some of that 2017 rushing upside that he had. We watched him go crazy in his first year. He looked like the best running back in the NFL almost for a little bit, if you don't recall.
Yeah, I remember him hitting a front flip on someone. It was kind of insane.
And then Kareem Hunt went from one of the best running backs to one of the best kickers, decides to kick a girl. So I don't really know what that was about. And then all of a sudden he went to the Browns. He's a backup to Nick Chubb, who's a phenomenal running back. And I don't know, he was never able to...
All right, let's continue. Let's stay on topic. Kareem Hunt has all the talent he needs. We've seen Kareem time and again be good. What do you think, Peyton?
I can't. Okay, over to you, G. Will.
I think, Kareem Hunt just needs to stay out of the legal troubles off the field. If he stays off the field, if his off-the-field issues are good and everything, then he's going to be a good running back for the Chiefs until Isaiah Pacheco returns. And you know what? Maybe they'll keep him when Pacheco returns. And, I don't know. He might be RB2 when Pacheco returns because Carson Steele, he did look great last week, but the first week he didn't look that good. So.
Yeah, Hunt has not started a game since 2021 with the Browns. So he's a little rusty. He's not the guy that he was during his last stint in Kansas City. Obviously, everyone knows that. But he should still get his fair share of carries and targets, and it'll be interesting to see how he impacts this Kansas City offense. Well, that's all we've got for you today, folks. Sayonara, adios, goodbye. I'm Tegan Summers. That's Peyton Laughlin. This is Isaiah Wallace, and that's Garrett Williams. Sayonara.
Peace.